like all anyone can talk about these days is COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic. Every conversation seems to revolve around that and be negative in nature. People are afraid, they're anxious, they're talking about closings and not having enough toilet paper and what they have to do without and staying at home and their businesses failing and all of that, right? But the fact is that there's some positive things coming out of this pandemic as well. And to get through this tough time, I think that we need to focus on the positive. I always think we need to focus on the positive. We need to stay aware of what's happening and apprised of the news, but we need to focus our attention on the positive things coming out of this pandemic. So the first positive that I want to touch on is the positive in terms of the environment. So there's a positive environmental effect from this pandemic, and we've seen it in Venice, Italy, where the gondolas are not churning up the water, and neither are the boats. They get around the city in boats and in gondolas, and all of this churns up all the sediment at the bottom of the canals. Well, since no gondolas are going anywhere, no boats are being used, the water has cleared. All that sediment went back down to the bottom of the canals, and now people in Italy can see fish. And not only that, they can see dolphins in the canals playing and eating fish. So this is really amazing. The other thing is that in China, there's NASA put up a photo of China, that's pollution before and after everything was shut down there, because things have been pretty much locked down in China. And you can see how the air quality has improved so much after a month or so of there being no factories, no people driving, all that kind of thing. So just imagine what it would be like if we were to shut things down on a regular basis and allow the air quality and the water quality to improve. What if we had a Sabbath every week where we weren't allowed to have any, anything burning stuff, fossil fuel or whatever, and polluting the air? If we weren't allowed to drive our cars and we really had a full Sabbath, what would that do if we did that once a week? Or if for once a month we shut down for 2 days, or if every quarter we shut down for 2 weeks or whatever? What would that do to the environment? It would make a huge difference. So in addition to environmental issues, I do have some notes today just so I don't forget things. I mean, there are some other facts. They're going to be in my blog post, so be sure you read my blog post that's related to this video. You can find the link down below. In addition to environmental effects, positive effects, there are positive relational effects from this pandemic as well. Despite all the social distancing we've been asked to observe, and working from home and being kind of isolated. I mean, those of us like here in California, where we are have been told to shelter in place, we're not actually seeing a whole lot of other people, right? We're quarantined basically, and so you would think that everybody would be very lonely and very isolated. And some people are. I get that. There are some people living alone who do feel isolated and lonely and depressed and all of that. But what I've seen, and other people I know have seen, is that people are reaching out to others more often than they normally do. They're reaching out to old friends and to colleagues and to family and friends. I heard from one of my sisters this week. I haven't talked to her in a long time. I talked to one of my friends from high school. I've texted with people that I know. In addition, a lot of the groups I'm in online, or via text, we have text groups and WhatsApp groups. We are in contact much more than we were previously. There are lovely videos coming out of Italy of people singing from their balconies together, despite the fact that they're on lockdown. People are coming together in communities. Here in Northern California, where I live, it's very remote, And there are people who are offering to go shopping for those who can't go or are afraid to go or too old to go or whatever. There are people making lists of ways that people in the community can help others. So I think that this is really important to see how we're coming together as communities. It's also a time to be at home, to have more reflection, and to just have a chance to connect with yourself and with God. There are other great things going on. The supermarkets have decided to create times for the elderly to come in and shop. Amazingly, I qualify for that in 2 weeks. The supermarkets are allowing you to shop online and to have curbside delivery or delivery to your home. Some of the supermarkets that didn't used to do that are now doing that. There are people creating all kinds of telephone groups and teams, sports teams in England getting together to raise money. Thought leaders, healers, coaches are doing things online, meditations, healings, all kinds of things. So it seems like the good nature of people is coming out to uplift and to do good in the world, and that's pretty amazing. So the challenge here, though, is to keep these positive effects coming, to keep this positive, post-pandemic, to have the same positive effects continue on. And it's up to us to do that, and it starts now. So we have to be really intentional and stay focused on the positive, again, stay apprised of what's happening with the coronavirus, but also to focus on the good things that are going on. This is a great time to be visualizing, people being healed, the virus going away, the economy coming back, all of that. It's also a great time to be meditating, because we know the effects of meditation. There was a study done on transcendental meditation and the effects that it had on crime, for instance, in certain cities when a certain percentage of people were meditating. And we saw that the crime decreased. So try meditating, maybe with a group, in order to heal this pandemic, to stop this pandemic, to see good coming out of it, to see the economy coming back, and visualize these things as well. So take a moment to brainstorm some ways that maybe you could do good right now besides meditating and visualizing. Tell me about it in a comment down below. Tell me what you have seen that's positive, that's coming out of this pandemic. Leave me, stories down below or anecdotes. Tell me what you plan to do, what people in your community are doing. It's going to raise the vibration, raise the energy, and shift us to the positive. We can have lots of stories down below in the comments that lead to us being able to see good right now, to be positive right now. Okay, so that's it today. I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation coach. I'm a certified high performance coach, and I help people get from where they are now to where they want to go without themselves mostly getting in the way. I help them take the areas of their life that feel empty. Maybe you've achieved a certain level of success and it feels empty and meaningless, or maybe you just feel off purpose or can't find your purpose. I help you do those things. I help you fill the emptiness with meaning and spirit. I help you find your purpose and to fulfill it and achieve your potential. So if that's of interest to you, click on the link above and fill out my application for a free one-on-one certified high performance coaching strategy session, or contact me at ninaamir.com, and let's talk about coaching, or about even joining my high performance coaching group. This is a great time to be focused on yourself and staying positive, developing the kind of habits and mindsets that will help you succeed in this chaos as well as ongoing. So reach out to me. Let's talk about certified high performance coaching and how I can help you stay focused and positive during this time and move towards your goals despite everything else. So that's it today. Bye. Go out and achieve more inspired results.